All right, welcome to another episode of Conversations with Drivers. I'm your host and driver advocate, Lamar Sullivan. Riding with us today is a driver out of the San Antonio market, Tahir. How are you doing today?
I'm doing all right. How about you?
I'm doing good. Thanks for asking, and thanks for coming, agreeing to do this conversation. I've seen you on a number of orders in the San Antonio market. You're like one of the top drivers in that area. So I thought, and you indicated you wanted to have this conversation in one of our messages that we sent out to the driver. So thank you for joining us today.
It's my pleasure to talking to you, Lamar.
So you said in leading up to this that you've watched some of the other videos on our YouTube. Which ones have you watched, and what did you like or dislike from those?
Oh, first of all, I like to thank you that you choose me for this conversation. Secondly, yes, I like a lot because people share their thoughts, and we have to find out lot of the problems the VR driver facing on the road, and people talk about that, and they get some advice from you that, and they share their experience. That's the good thing.
Good, good. Well, I'm glad that you're watching them and that you find value in them. So I really appreciate that. So let's get into the questions here. So what made you try driving with gig apps, or what made you give gig apps a shot?
Oh, okay. So let me go a little bit back from my background.
Okay.
Uh, I've been in Africa like almost 8.5 years. I used to work for the airline companies, airline caterings. Uh, then we moved to United States. It's been like 14, 15 years back.
Hmm.
Um, Start working with the restaurant business. I was working as a general manager. I was like handling two restaurants at a time. Um, but then COVID hit, pandemic hit. The business goes bad. Everything is shut down. Uh, then I start working with the in the grocery store as a branch manager. Then after a couple of months, I promoted as a general manager. Then they moved me to the warehouses. One thing like in warehouses to working is too much headache,
Hmm.
plus too much hours. You don't have family time at all.
Hmm.
So I was used to meet a lot of driver in my warehouses, and I always talk to them, and So one day I say like, man, enough is enough. Let me start something my own.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I start something doing my own. I start with like couple of other apps, but I was not successful. But I met one driver. His name is T-Roy, a really good driver in my area. He told me to go to sign up with the Dispatch. Is pretty good app, and I did it, and I'm glad I did it. Since I joined Dispatch team, I mean I'm doing pretty good. Thank God, getting enough work.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Good, good. So it sounds like driving with, or it sounds like you started your own business before dispatch, but going and coming to dispatch kind of helped it take off.
Yes. Yes. Exactly.
Okay, okay. And so you found out about dispatch from you said someone, another driver in your area.
Yes.
Okay,
And
okay.
plus the I think Big CJ, Christopher
Yeah.
John.
Yep.
He has a YouTube channel. He's my mentor, man. He's I always follow him. I watch him most of the time. I watch him all his video. That guy's giving good advice. And he also mentioned one of his video that try dispatch is pretty good in San Antonio area. So I live in New Brunswick, like 30 mile away from San Antonio. So it's good market to me. I usually drive to 30 mile to San Antonio,
Mhm.
work in the San Antonio, go back whenever I done home.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Well, that's great. That's great, and I love that you use Big CJ as kind of a reference point. As you probably know, we did talk to him about a year ago, and
Yeah.
got a good conversation with him, and um, I'm glad that he helped you find dispatch.
Yeah. Yeah,
I
and I'm
know.
glad I'm working with Dispatch.
Yeah. We're glad to have you. You're doing some great work out there. So how long have you been driving with Dispatch?
It's going to be almost 1 year and 2 months.
1 year and 2 months.
Like,
Okay. Okay. So what are some of the challenges of being a delivery driver in your area?
oh, okay. First of all, let me mention, like it's happened with me today, right now. I'm coming from delivery.
Mhm.
The construction jobs, there is a lot of lack of communication.
Mhm.
They keep me wait almost like an hour to offload me. So one thing I would like to say. Secondly, when customer tell you, "Oh, this is not the delivery point. Sorry, we give you the wrong address." Uh, Sometimes the job sites are like not on the map. You can't find them on Google, and you have to drive like almost like 7, 8, 5, 6 mile away to drop off points. To drop the stuff. Yeah, but I mean it's part of business. So we have to deal with this.
Yeah. Is that like a common thing that happens in your market? Is delivering to those kind of job sites that maybe
Most
aren't
of the time at the job sites.
okay.
I
Okay.
mean, a business to business is already established. Everybody know this is a business and I'm going there.
Mhm.
But like job site is, but it's part of I mean business. So we can't complain.
Yeah. 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 Part of the game for sure. So how has dispatch helped you to increase your business? You could kind of go into that a little bit more.
Yeah, I mean like dispatch. The one thing I will say, like they will tell you on the head like, hey, delivery is tomorrow, or ahead of time we can get most delivery in my market. I'm not sure about other market, but in my market, like for example, I was coming from San Antonio. I got one order, which is pick up tomorrow 8 o'clock in the morning. I mean, it's perfect time to start my day.
Hmm.
You know. So yeah, one thing is that. Second thing that I like in dispatch, you can pick like one or two, sometimes three orders at a time. I mean, you can just go pick, and you go like drop, drop, drop.
Yeah.
Save your time, save your gas. Like that San Antonio Austin area is the very very bad traffic.
Mhm.
Sometimes you're stuck in the traffic. 20 miles you spending like on the road like 1 hour. So
Okay.
yeah.
And so would you say you prefer the scheduled orders that you can kind of know what you're doing the day before over the more on-demand stuff?
Yes, exactly.
Okay. And does that allow you to kind of plan out your days a little bit better?
Yes,
Okay.
because I have to drop in the morning. I have to drop my kids at school. The school is started from today in my market.
Hmm.
So I have to drop them in the school and start my day. Then till 3 o'clock, as much I can do, I'll do. Then I have to pick them from school and bring them home.
Okay.
Yeah, after that, if I have some time and I have some work, I'll do it. But most of the time, no, because most of the time, like in my market, 3 to 4 o'clock, the orders start. You can't find any order after that.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's kind of perfect time frame for you.
Yes.
Cool. Cool. That's good to know. So um since you've been at dispatch for about a year and a half, what changes have you noticed over the years that have improved your experience?
Okay. Changes. I saw a lot of rate reduced. Yeah, and I asked this question in webinar as well with Jimmy. Jimmy told me, man, that we have to, compare to the market. We have like, we have a lot of competitor in the market, so we have to, compete with them. So that's why sometimes load is go down, and sometimes load is, I mean, like the rate is go down, and sometimes road go up.
Hmm.
It's all up and down.
Yeah, and that's something that we don't have a lot of control over, but me or Jimmy or that's kind of higher ups, but we try to make it as fair as possible for our drivers to get paid out, what you deserve, and so that's kind of the best we can do, and the we don't really have a control over those too much.
Yeah, because like for example, sometimes you take like 3 pallets of the paint or something, you go drop it over there. There's no forklift, something you have to do it by manually. I mean,
Hmm.
like it's lot of labor job.
Hmm. Okay, and so do you submit a lot of adjustments for those types of orders?
Sometime like if like residential delivery, I don't mind to do it. I mean, like I don't fill up the, because I know I'm going to the residential delivery. They don't have a forklift or something, and I'm already mentally prepared that I have to do it by my hand. So yeah, but some of the time I saw like 1 or 2 times they have a forklift, but they don't use forklift. They will tell you to offer by hand.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And in that situation, are you able to ask them if they can do it with the forklift, or are they kind of just like,
Yeah, of course, when I go to the drop off or any drop off area in business and hey, we have a 2 pallet. Oh, okay, just leave it here, you know, very
"Mhm,
casually. But
okay,
bro, I need a forklift. No, we don't have forklift driver, we don't have forklift operator. You have to do it by your hand. So yeah, sometimes we do it. Yeah, but I always make sure that I always, talk to the driver support and let them know, hey, this is going on here.
okay, that's good.
Yes.
That's good. So, so what have you liked working? What have you liked about working with dispatch?
Uh, the biggest thing or first thing I like that I have to choose my own schedule.
Yeah.
I mean, like most of the time, like past like 5 6 months, my wife has some medical issues, like so I have to take her to the hospital or something. Like if
Mhm,
I works in any other organization and I cannot tell them, hey, I need off tomorrow.
mhm,
I need like day off, half day tomorrow. So yeah, I have my own schedule. Like if I have a work, I work. If I don't want to work, I don't accept any order. Or I turn off, like I just go like offline.
yep. Yep. And so that flexibility allows you to, do things like, take your wife to the doctor or take your
Or
kids
get
to
to the
school and
school.
that kind of thing.
Yeah, so
That's good. That's good. And that's what a lot of drivers say, the flexibility, being able to, if you don't want to take an order, just go offline and you don't have to deal with it. And if you
yeah.
do, back online. So yeah. So what are some of the things that you feel like the dispatch app can improve on? A lot of people say pay. Let's well, besides pay, what else?
Yeah,
What else would you say in your opinion?
yeah. I had one concern, and I talked in webinar also as well. Sometime when we have a route, for example, like if you have like 2 3 order pick up and drop off kind of route, like you doing like 3 4 order at a time. I mean, the way the dispatch map design their order, sometimes it's you have to drive a lot, man. I mean, like you have to go pick up and drop off, then you have to come back in same area to pick up, and you have to go to another area to drop off, which is cost too much time, too much gas, too much mile to drive. Yeah, this thing I think we need to little bit, you have to give flexibility to the driver so they can choose their own route. Yeah, most of the, like I'm from San Antonio, from New Brunswick, Austin area. I know which area is where I can save mileage, I can save gas, which one I can pick first, drop first, then pick this one and pick up another one. I can
Mhm,
make my own route,
mhm.
so that way I can be more flexible.
Yeah, and so to that point, and that is something that other drivers have brought up. So one of the things that we are working on are improvements to our routing. That's I can tell you that's something that we hope will be significantly improved in the next few months. Because we want you drivers to be more efficient and not having to go all over the place to do 2 3 deliveries, because that is something that sets dispatch apart, is the ability to do multiple orders. And so we just want them to be efficient, and we want it to be beneficial to everybody.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
um
One more thing I would like to add, sometime if you're stuck in traffic,
Yeah.
Even you inform in dispatch support, hey, I'm stuck in traffic, I will be a little bit late, but still our driver points are going down, like time
Yeah.
percentage is going down.
Okay.
Yeah, but you cannot control traffic. You cannot control, like sometimes you just, like I said, in my market, sometimes you do going like 20 miles, but you're spending like 1 hour on the road due to
Mhm.
heavy traffic or crash or construction on the road.
Okay.
Yes.
And and actually with that we are working on something, to allow drivers to easily update the customer on that if you're stuck in traffic. Just a quick button to kind of let the customer know, like, hey, I'm stuck in traffic. I'm still planning to be on time, but I'm in traffic a little
Yeah, I
bit.
mean, most of the time this happen, like you have to, as a driver, we have to talk to the dispatch have to communicate with the
Yeah.
business has to communicate with the customer.
Yeah.
Then, this is whole chain. If we have like little small, like, the conversation cab or something, so
Yeah.
we can just leave the message, hey, I'm stuck in traffic. As a proof, we can take the picture and post it,
Hmm.
that.
Yeah, and that is definitely coming, and something that's being worked on. So we're aligned on the things that you are concerned about. We are trying to fix. So stay
Yeah,
tuned for those.
sure.
Yeah, yep, and we'll send a message out once those are live. So to you as a gig driver and a business owner and a delivery professional, that's kind of what we want to look at our drivers as delivery professionals. You guys are, what you're doing. You're business owners. So instead of calling you gig drivers, we're gonna start calling you guys delivery professionals. But as a delivery professional, what are some things that are most important to you, when you're looking at what gig apps to use, or maybe what contracts to take on? What is important to you?
Ah, I like to do like schedule job. I prefer a schedule job, so I know when I'm going to pick up, when I'm going to drop off. Then I have enough time to get another. Sometime you do only one order in the day.
Mhm.
Like if I take one order from San Antonio to Waco is almost 180 miles, something like 130, 140 miles, something, So
Mhm.
it take me like 3 hours to go, 3 hours to come back. My done is already finished, my day is finished in just one
Mhm.
order. Yeah,
Yeah.
so that's what I would like to add in it too.
So you're okay with doing one order a day, as long as the payout is good, or as
Of
long as
course.
it
Yeah,
gets you what you need by the time that you need.
yeah. I mean, it's just like I say, it's business,
Yeah.
Sometime I'm not lying. I make like almost $600 a day
Oh
with two
wow.
order. Yeah, with dispatch. Sometime I make only $100. Yesterday I make only $90. So it's just like it's all about market going up
Yeah.
and down. I mean, I pick up one order from San Antonio. I was going to Waco. On the way, I got another one which is going like uh, Georgetown, which is like just right in the middle.
Mhm.
I pick up, I drop, come back home. I mean, it was good money. But sometimes you don't have anything.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, so you
Yeah.
so you're kind of you kind of know that the days are going to fluctuate. Every day might not be the same, and you're okay with that.
Yes, yes.
Okay. Okay, that's good. That's always a good mindset to have. A lot of drivers are expecting every day to be kind of like extremely busy, and as like, we don't have control over what orders hit the board on a daily basis.
Yeah, actually, like I say, I work in the warehouse.
Mhm.
I work as a warehouse manager 2 years. Uh, I know, like, there's too much rain, there's no business,
Mhm.
right? It's
Mhm.
too hot, is no much business. It's too cold, no much business because
Mhm.
it's always fluctuating.
Okay, so let's get into that. So, as a former warehouse manager, how has that kind of informed you as a delivery professional for dispatch? What is that? How has that informed your mindset?
Could you come back again? Sorry.
As a former warehouse manager,
Hmm.
how has that kind of informed how you think as a delivery professional for dispatch, and taking orders, and what in your kind of expectations for what might be out there.
Yeah, I mean, like, expectation is always high.
Mhm.
You know,
Okay.
to make as much money you make. I mean, you can make as much money you can make. But like I say again, is all depend on the business.
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes you have much, sometimes you have less, and this is part of the business. You have to deal with this. If you're not mentally prepared for this, I mean, then you're in the wrong business.
Yeah. Yeah. That's fair. That's fair. Um, so have you done any other gig apps other than dispatch?
I do. Before I sign up with Dispatch, I was working on the query.
Okay.
Uh, then I have Roadie and all other couple of apps, but now I'm just doing only two apps. So my main focus is Dispatch. That's why you can see on my record I'm doing a lot of orders from Dispatch.
Mhm.
Queries depend. Like if they pay good, I accept the order. Otherwise, no.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And so how do the orders compare on those different gig apps? As far as how they show up on the app, how they pay, how the distance on them, like how does it compare?
Yeah. I mean, like I would say, like Dispatch and queries are pretty similar. I mean, like they tell you how many miles you're gonna drive, how much is the weight, what is the dimension, you know.
Hmm.
So yeah, it's kind of same, but pay wise, uh, almost same. I won't say it's bad or good. It's almost same. Depend what you're taking. It's
Hmm.
all about, Sometimes I have done like the same order with the curry. I mean, like same pickup, same drop off, $100. Next day they will offer you only $60.
Hmm.
So it's all depend.
So what has made you choose dispatch as your preferred app?
Okay, yeah, this is my number one app in my area, Dispatch, and I like it. The reason is that communication. Something go wrong, you just send a message, somebody will help you.
Hmm.
This is a good thing I like.
Okay.
Secondly, every month we do webinar, we share our thoughts. You guys listen to all drivers, all the
Hmm.
independent contractor, and you try to fix the problem.
Hmm.
Nobody else do it, and I really shout out to the whole Dispatch team for that, for their effort. Yeah, for their effort, and they always be on the driver. I mean, like, you have any problem, you just send them message. They will always like, yes, what happened?
Hmm.
Like, query is really bad on that. I
Okay.
mean, if you stuck somewhere, you on your own.
Hmm.
Yeah, but
Okay.
dispatch is really good on that. This is
Okay.
number one. Yes, sir.
Okay. Love it. Love to hear that. So you kind of mentioned the webinars a little bit. What value have the webinars been to you?
Oh, it's a lot of you can clear your doubts. Any question you ask, you will get your answer. And the
Good.
good thing is that you're not only doing in the one market, you're doing the nationwide. So you can heard about from this the driver operating in different states or different cities. So
Mhm.
you kind of have an idea and you kind of know what's going on in the other part of nation. You know.
Yeah, that's good. And I'm glad that you feel like, any question that you ask, you can get the answer to. That's the one of the main goals is, so you feel heard and you feel like you're getting answers. We don't ever want to come in and be like not wanting to answer questions or giving, answers that aren't satisfactory to the drivers. We want to we want to give answers, actual real answers that are going to help you with your issues. So I'm glad that you feel like that's what you're getting out of it.
Yes, sir.
um so when you're looking at the orders coming in on the dispatch app, what are the most important factors that make the orders worth it to you, that would make an order
Okay. First of all is pay.
yeah. Okay.
Secondly, how much is the deadhead mile? Sometimes they send us order, pick up for like almost hour away, like 50, 60 miles away, drop it like just 70 mile away again, and you have to come back almost 170, 180 miles empty. So
Mhm.
whatever you make money, most of the time, or most of the amount is go to the gas. So
Mhm.
this is like kind of, the thing I always look, that deadhead mile.
Okay. Okay. And so, being that you're not necessarily within San Antonio proper, like how important is that? Because you're actually having to drive into San Antonio to kind of see orders. So, is that something that you really have to be mindful of?
Yes, so I have to know, how many miles I'm driving to pick up, plus what is time right now.
Mm.
So I'm gonna face the traffic this time or no? Because I know my area.
Yeah.
Everywhere is construction and highway, so I
Yeah.
know my area. I always know, okay. GPS tell you, sometime 20 minutes, but when you hit road, GPS will tell you, oh, 15-minute delay.
Mm.
Then after 5 minutes, 20 minutes delay. So your time, and you're driving on mileage. I always check you if it's like, okay, yeah, not too much deadhead mile, and that this thing is coming back to me home. I always grab it, even though it's not paying me much, but at least it's bringing me home. I'm not coming home empty.
Yeah. 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 That's good. And so you have to be mindful of, since you are 30 miles outside from your area, you have to stop at with enough time to get back to your area to go pick up your kids, right? Like you're because what time do they get out of school? 3?
Yes, yes. 3:15. Yeah,
Okay, so you're probably, wanting to get done about 30 minutes or so
yeah.
before.
Like my daughter got to the elementary school, and my son started just this year middle school. So I have to go to two schools.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
so you got to make sure you have enough time to get to
Enough
both
time.
on time.
Yes,
Yeah. Okay. Okay. And so dispatch allows you to that flexibility to,
of
so
course,
you know
of
that you can
course.
do that.
Hmm.
Okay. That's good. That's good. Um, so when I'm using the term delivery professional, what does that mean to you when you hear that?
Oh, delivery professional means be on time. Number one, do not overcommit yourself.
Yeah.
Right, when you know that in this time period you can do only three order, why you taking like fourth?
Hmm.
You're gonna make customer unhappy, right? You're gonna your driving scores go down percentage. I mean, why are you doing that? I mean, like, just do not overcommit yourself. If you have a time, yeah, you can get more work.
Hmm. For
I mean,
sure.
like, if you can't do it on time, just let somebody else's do it, man.
Yeah, yeah. And I mean, I wish all the drivers thought like that because that's, something that we're constantly, having to work through is drivers overcommitting themselves and that kind of thing. But that's good. That's a good mindset for you to have for
Yeah,
sure.
today what happened? I pick one delivery, I just deliver it. I got another one. I went to pick up, then I have another one. As
Mm.
soon I get to my second delivery, I got the call from dispatch. Hey, the next delivery, the customer is saying just pick up 11 o'clock, before 11 o'clock.
Mm.
I say, but on the application is saying like, this time, and I can't do it.
Mm.
Uh, so I give him advice, bro, just unassign me from the order. It's not about like 50, $60 because I don't want to unhappy our customers. I mean, like he's asking me to deliver 11 o'clock. I can't do it. So let somebody else's do it.
Yeah, yeah. Well, and that's great. That's a great way of thinking for sure. And it is definitely better for you to do that than overcommit yourself and then you're at risk of your driver standing, dropping, and all of that stuff. You don't want that.
Yeah, I mean, and plus, wherever you go, present yourself as a professional. You know, go talk with the staff with a smile. Hey, how are you? Good morning. How you doing? How was your day? I'm here for dispatch. This is my order number. Whatever. Just little bit of smile. I mean, it doesn't cost you, right? I'm
That's
working with the
that's right.
dispatch. I have built really good relationships with the people. So one time I went to pick up the order, and the guy said, "Oh, you have to be stay because my lift operator is on lunch." Don't worry about it. Can I drive your forklift? You say, yeah. I load myself 2 pallet with the forklift. Since I work in the air on the warehouse, I have my license for the forklift operating. So I show
Mhm.
him my hey, I have a forklift operating license. I can drive the forklift. If you allow me, I can just load it up and leave. And the lady was very happy. He said, yeah, sure, go for it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay. And
it saved my almost an hour because people are coming back from lunch after 1 hour,
yeah.
and I don't want to wait for 1 hour.
Right. Time is money. And
Yeah,
and that that goes to one of our values actually, when the dispatch value is driven to deliver. You you have that license already, and you're like, all right, well, let me jump in. I can just do this real quick and get it done. And I'm sure the customer appreciated that as well, because they're
yeah, that's my license for forklift operating.
nice. And so do you have to get it renewed every so often, or
After 2 years.
after 2 years? Okay. Okay. Well, that's good that you have that though. I mean, it sounds like it comes in handy.
Yeah,
Yeah. For sure.
most of the business will not allow you because of
Safety.
like safety issues and all that. But if you go to small business, they don't care.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, to be honest, I was surprised that
Yeah,
they
if you go to like
yes,
mom and pop business, they don't care. They say, yeah, go ahead, do it. you know?
sure, sure. To other drivers, ask before you do it. Do not
Yeah.
assume that
No,
they
you
will.
have to. You have to ask before because it's like it's a safety issue.
Yes, for sure. For sure. Um, and so why should other people drive with dispatch, in your opinion?
Yeah, in my opinion, it's flexible time for yourself, and you have enough time for your family time. I was working like when the warehouses, I was putting like 72 hours a week.
Wow.
So I was just going home for sleep, technically.
Hmm. Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
And
yeah,
so
I make a lot of money, but I don't have family time. So
so
that's why I just
so
switched.
compared to that, well, how many hours would you say a week you work doing the orders?
Dispatch.
Yeah.
I hardly work like 30 to 35 hours, maximum 40 hours a week,
Mhm.
and I achieve my goal.
Nice. Okay. Okay. So we are able to, cut your work time in half, and you're still hitting the numbers that you want.
Yeah,
Good. Good. That's what we
that's
love.
the good thing.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what we love. We love, giving drivers the opportunity to make money, but also giving you that work-life balance.
Yeah, I mean, since I start using dispatch, believe me, I delete the Rodi, I delete Senpex,
mm,
I delete Zifty, all kind of application I was used to have. I delete all of them.
mm, love it. Love it. I'm glad that you've been successful on the dispatch app, and that we're able to highlight your story here. Um, And so, if you could give other drivers at dispatch advice, what would it be?
Just put a smile on your face. Do not overcommit yourself. Try to be on the time. I know accidents happen. Sometimes you get late, but make sure always talk to the dispatch. They will help you.
Mhm.
Always talk to go to the driver care and just send the message. Hey, I'm gonna be late due to this reason. I mean, I'm stuck in traffic. I have a flat tire, something like that. You know,
Yeah, that's great advice. Yeah, contact support for
Con-
sure.
yeah, contact support and try when you talk to the people like nicely. Just build the trust.
Mhm.
Just build the trust. In my market, there's a lot of order. If I can't able to deliver, I just tell the guy, hey, by the time I'll be get there, the business will be closed. Don't
Mhm.
worry, bro. Just take it home, deliver tomorrow. you
Mhm.
know, they
Mhm.
don't care. I mean, I keep like 2 pallets of paint in my house. Like
Mhm.
they say, okay, bro, take it home. Don't worry, deliver tomorrow
Mhm.
because they trust me.
Sure.
They know me, my name. I just walk in inside. Hey, how you doing, bro? They used to take my name. I call them by their name because I know them. Not they trust on me. They like me. A lot of people like me. Only
And
thing you just go and say good morning. How was your day?
mhm.
That's it.
Yeah, a little smile, a little good morning, how are you? That goes a long way.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, good. That's great advice. So we're at the end of our conversation here. So just the last thing, tell us anything else that you'd like us to know or like the driver base to know as your final kind of sign off.
Yeah, I was the. I think I talked this one in the webinar too, but I would just like to highlight one thing that um, there is any way you can design the program like each and every market, like top 10, 15 driver you choose, and you just give them, like back and forth order, like fire order, like long haul orders. I mean, like take this one from here, drop it over there, pick up from there, and come back, something like that.
Mm, okay, that's a good suggestion. At one point we were testing like having, like what we are calling local leaders in each of the markets, and it would be like 5 to 10 drivers in each market that we were kind of focusing all the orders to, and then that kind of got kind of crazy, so we stopped doing it. But that's something that we can definitely look into again, if drivers are interested in it for sure. Because what we don't just want like any driver, like as I'm saying, delivery professional. We want the best of the best that are gonna take care of the customers as they're their own customers, and it sounds like that's something that you do and what you've been preaching in
I
this
mean, like,
conversation.
because I'm driving for dispatch, so I'm representing the dispatch, right? In front
Yep.
of the customer. Customer doesn't know I'm independent contractor. They think I'm from dispatch. I'm part of dispatch.
Yep. Yep.
So I'm representing my company, dispatch. So I have to be deal with them as like my own customer.
Hmm.
So they trust me, and so we can
Yep.
get some more work.
Yep. And that's the main thing. The better you treat the customers, the more they're gonna want to come back and place orders with us, and that benefits everybody.
Yeah,
You
of
get.
course. I mean, I'm just giving one example. If you go to eat in restaurant, you don't like the food, you don't go back again, right?
Mhm. Yep.
It's the same thing. But you should treat with your customer nicely, give them a smile, build the relationship. They will keep coming every weekend in your restaurant.
Yep. That's exactly
So
right. Well, that's great. That's great advice. Thank you for the suggestion. And, that'll conclude this episode of Conversations with Drivers. Thank you, Tahir, for joining us today and for driving with Dispatch. We wish you continued success, and we'll see you on the road.
yeah, sir, thank you. Thanks for choosing me. Thanks for talking to me. Uh, I'm really honored that you choose me out of like hundreds of driver in my market, and
Mhm.
I'm really glad. Thanks
Well,
for
thank
doing that.
you. Well, thank you. Thank you.